Hey guys, today we are going to be focusing on topic 3, lesson 5. Our goal for this lesson is to be able to evaluate algebraic expressions using whole numbers, decimals, and fractions. To evaluate an algebraic expression, we use substitution to replace a variable with a number. Okay, so substitution is kind of our new vocabulary word for this lesson. Step 1, when we are going to evaluate an algebraic expression, we first start by rewriting our original expression. Okay, so whatever that expression is with our variables, we rewrite that first. Then our step 2 is to substitute or replace the variable with our given numbers, okay? And then for step 3, we use our order of operations that we've been practicing, that GEMDAS, to solve and get our final result. All right, so this will make a little more sense as we start doing some examples. For number 1, get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to erase. All right, our first example here. So we are given these values for our variables, and this is our original expression. So I'm going to label that original expression. Okay. And then I went in and did step 2 for you. I substituted these values that we were given for the variables that they represent. All right. From this step, we use our order of operations to solve to get our result. So when I look here, I see parentheses, okay? I see grouping symbols, but in those grouping symbols are just numbers. I just see a 9 and then I see a 6. So those parentheses are already simplified. They already solved. So we're going to move on now to our second one, which is exponents. I see an exponent. So before I go solve that exponent, because it is at the end here, I'm going to, number 1, I'm going to put a box around it because that's what I'm solving. I'm going to bring everything else down. Bring it all down. 5 to the second power. 5 to the second power means we multiply 5 2 times. 5 times 5 is 25. Okay? So I got rid of my exponents. I'm done. Remember, from our last lesson, we discussed how parentheses next to a number means to multiply. So I'm going to put in my multiplication symbols here so I know what I'm doing. Okay? So I'm going to start from left to right doing my multiplication. 5 times 9 is 45. We bring everything else down. Okay. We still see some multiplication there. So we're going to skip through our addition for right now because we're doing order of operations, multiplication. So I have 45 plus 2 times 6 is 12 plus 3 plus 25. Now I'm going to save you a step here. This is very important to listen closely to. I only have addition symbols left. I have an addition, addition, addition. Okay? Because those operations are all the same, I don't have to go one addition problem at a time. I can simply do my little caret like we do with exponents sometimes. 45 plus 12 gives us 57. Bring our second addition symbol down. We can do the caret here. 3 plus 25 is 28. Okay? So then we just solve that. Last addition symbol. 57 plus 28 gives us our 85. We circle our answer, circle our final answer. Yours would be below. I just ran out of room. Now, going back to that simplifying step there, We only can do that when the operation is the same throughout, okay? If I had a subtraction symbol in the middle, I would not be going from left to right. Would need to go from left to right, so I could not do my arrows and solve because that would give us a false result. Okay, so just remember we only can do this simplifying when the operation is the same all throughout. Okay? All right, so that's our first example. I'm going to do 2 more examples with you guys, and then I'm going to kind of set you loose. All right, so first one we're going to do together is down here, practice number 1. So these are my known values that I'm being given, and I have 2 different expressions that I need to solve with these values. So my first one, practice number 1, is 6w divided by x plus 9. Okay? So I'm going to rewrite it because we always rewrite our original expression first. Okay? I know that w is 1/2. So 6, and I also know that when I have a variable next to a number, we multiply. Divided by, our x is 3 plus 9. Okay, so I simply substituted my numbers in for the variables that they were represented up here. Okay, so now we're going to use order of operations to solve. I see multiplication, division, and addition. I see my multiplication first when I go from left to right. So I'm going to start with 6 times 1/2. 6 times 1/2. 6 over 1 is the same as 6 because it's a whole number. So I'm going to do it this way because it helps me solve a little bit easier. Okay? 6 times 1 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay? 6 over 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay? Divided by 3 plus 9. We bring everything else down. All right? I see division and addition left. So I'm going to do my division because of order of operations. 3 divided by 3 is 1 plus 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. Okay? That's practice number 1 for you. Practice number 2, I'm going to have you do on your own and have you check with the answer key on Google Classroom. I want to go down and do one of the other practices with you. Whoops. Okay, we're going to do practice number 3 because it's a multi-step one. So, write an expression to rent a bike and a helmet for H hours. So H hours, we're going to highlight that, circle it. H is our variable in this expression that we're going to create. How much would it cost to rent a bike for 3 hours? Okay, so we have 2 steps. We need to write an expression and we need to find how much it costs for 3 hours. It tells us that our bike costs $12.50 per hour and our helmet costs $5.25 per hour. Or sorry, not per hour, total. Our helmet is just $5.25 to rent. Okay? So our expression, our bike is $12.50 per H hours plus that $5.25 to rent our helmet. Okay? So this is step 1, creating our expression. Okay? Writing our expression. The second part of the question is asking how much it would cost for 3 hours. So that 3 represents our H. So I'm going to write down here H equals 3 for this problem. Okay? So we're going to substitute in that 3 for our variable. So 1250 times 3 plus 525. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to the left. I'm going to do some multiplication. 1250 times 3, 0, 5, 1, 3 times 2 plus 1 is 7, 3, and we move our decimal 2 times. So $37.50 is our multiplication that we did here. But then we also have to bring down our 525. And when we add those together, we get $42.75. Make sure we have that label of $42, okay? That's important also when we're solving word problems. So that's our final answer for practice number 3. Practice number 4, I'm going to get you set up and then I'm going to have you do this one yourself. All right, so we're evaluating 50 minus t when t equals 10, t equals 20, t equals 25. Okay, so I've already set it up for you, so you just are going to solve right here. Solve, solve, okay? So you can kind of split your paper into 3s and substitute t for those 3 different values. Now, sometimes when we do these, when we're solving the same expression, 50 minus t, for multiple values, we make a chart. So down here, I see this chart t, and I see 50 minus t at the bottom. I'm going to write in 10, 20, and 25. Those are my values for t. When I solve my 50 minus each t, that's what I'm going to write on that bottom row, okay? So I'm going to have you do that one yourself for each number, okay? And then practice number 5, I'll also have you try yourself and check with the answer key. So that's all for our notes today. Please feel free to rewind, watch again, whatever you need to do. This is going to be here for you to learn the lesson and review, okay?